What's going on with y'all? What's going on, man? How y'all doing? Hope y'all been doing all right. I also hope that y'all like that idea of me trying to switch it up, man. I put that I didn't say nothing last video or the other videos before, but when I put that when we the idiot driver reactions, I hope y'all actually fuck with that, man. Like if y'all mess with the self defense and the police stuff and the highlights, and y'all only just want to see this, like world news, bro. Okay, I do that, but I was just trying to switch it up, the little idiot car, so you can see, bro. You got to drive for yourself, and but for show more than anything, you got to drive for other people, bro. You're not driving just for yourself, bro. You got to be able to get yourself out of a situation that somebody else can cause, and they don't know how to fix it. You got to be able to do that. But it's your boy Nemo, and we back with another reaction, man. We are a smoke friendly channel, smoke advocates, weed advocates. We are cannabis friendly, cannabis lovers, man. So if you smoking and you puffing, hopefully it's a joint. Or if you are gonna cheat, let it be a grava leaf, fronto leaf, like you see in the header. That Russian curing fronto leaf, or what I just ran out of. This is the last one from the last video. Where they pulled up on dude at the gas station. Damn, dog, red monster. But look, this is the same one. I'm finna slap a paper around it so it can keep hitting. And we finna get into this video, man. This shit hurt. But I had found a pack. I had found somewhere though. It's cool. I can get some more. I found somewhere that's not charging $15 for a pack of banana wood. They only charging $5 because that shit just hit Texas and it's selling out. People buying up the boxes. $100 on woods. They $15 a pack and it's 6-7 in there.
They say practice
I ain't
makes
doing
perfect.
that shit. I ain't doing that. Practice makes
They
perfect.
say practice makes perfect. It's true for the smaller things in life, like playing a musical instrument or learning a new language. But what about fighting wars? Does practice make you perfect at war? Well, China certainly thinks so. Satellite images have revealed their so-called practice ranges. Take a look at this one. It is located deep in a desert in Xinjiang. Now, the layout is interesting. It resembles a naval base with a warship. Not a Chinese naval base, a Taiwanese naval base. Experts have identified the similarities. China's practice range resembles a base in northeast Taiwan. If war breaks out, this base would be crucial. So what does China do? Practice missile strikes on replicas. Now, when I say replicas, they are...
And what did I tell y'all last time we watched the graffiti people? I mean, the Gravitas, or however you say this shit, when we watched them. When I told y'all that who was the first one to aid Russia when NATO and everybody first announced that they was joining, who was the country that first aided China? Aided them. I just told you though. China. They came and was on Russia's side, and I said, bro, they gonna use that as an excuse. Putin just started. He just gave a go for them to do that with Taiwan. I'm like, and what? You gonna see them following the same steps as Russia to invade it. You see it. Calling that stuff the other video we watched where they be shooting missiles and practicing border invasions. They saying we just doing drills. We have new people new niggas joining and shit. Now you see them, they practicing bombing and shit. They practicing blowing up replicas of a specific naval base up in Taiwan. The same shit Russia was doing. Shooting missiles and shit at the border, practicing shooting, bro, moving tanks and stuff, doing drills, and bro, I'm telling you, man.
Pretty spot on.
It's only a matter of
the
time.
The warships, everything is built to specification. Reports say this was made in December. Once completed, China's PLA blew it up with a missile strike, sort of like a dress rehearsal before the real deal. And it's not just Taiwan. Replicas have been spotted of US bases in Japan and Guam. So China is...
Hey, that's crazy. Remember last video I was just saying y'all better wake up and pay attention, bro, because they showed y'all all of this shit in that movie Red Dawn that the nigga from Drake and Josh played in. Not the old Red Dawn, not the first one, the new one with the dude from Drake and Josh, Josh Peck. He was in there. But bro, it's the movie. Go watch that movie, bro, and then come back and watch this video again, or watch that movie first and then come watch this video. And then listen to what she just said, fam. Like, fam, man. They built that shit in December. They was already at their border. Taiwan had their radars up since like fucking October and shit. Like, man, they not playing, bro. I told you, all they take is one and everybody else is gonna follow. Now that Russia did it, Everybody else, if they got plans on stepping on somebody, they finna do it now because Russia started it.
It's readying for a wider war. The question is, will they put their practice into motion? They certainly have the tools. China is known to have developed 2 hypersonic missiles. One is called the Carrier Killer. The other is called the Guam Killer. Well, you can imagine why. The second missile has a range of 5,000 kilometers. In other words, enough to hit the US military base in Guam. If this is not warmongering, what is? China is replicating Taiwanese bases in their deserts. The pier, the ships, the defenses, everything. And these replicas are being blown to smithereens by the PLA. How is this not escalation? It clearly means China is thinking about war.
It is.
I've got more evidence for you. Take a look at this satellite picture. What you're looking at is a Chinese shipyard.
And although it's a reaction, y'all, don't get me wrong, although it's a reaction, and if you want to know what I think, or maybe I want you to know on a particular topic what I want y'all, what I think. But for the most part, when I watch stuff like this, like world news, I don't be really talking, or I ain't gonna be too much talking. It's just gonna be we're gonna be vibing and we're gonna be learning and blowing, bro. Like we just gonna be smoking and listening because I want y'all to hear this shit. Because for the most part, I ain't trying to worry about talking, bro. Because this shit is news to me too, bro. They over here making replicas. We just found out they had the replicas since December. And then you also just found out they got replicas of that shit of North Korea. She said South Korea, North Korea, one of them. She said Guam and the US. Fam. That's 4, come on, bro. That's 4 countries they got replicas of them new missiles they talking about that can reach it. And they practicing. And that shit bring total destruction. It ain't like a missile where it blow it up, and then that shit, it got like a nuclear blast radius of nigga destruction of every life living, animal, insect, and all of that. This is some nasty, crazy, evil shit, bro. Like
that blue object is an attack submarine, possibly a nuclear-powered one.
I just said, bro. I'm telling you, you live in it, man. All right. I'm just saying, bro. If niggas in the hoods and niggas in the streets is cheating and they clapping each other's up with switches and binary triggers on FNs and Glocks and Dracos and shit, bro, what you think niggas with real money about this, bro? They got the money to not play fair. They gonna not play fair. They trying to win. They not trying to have this war going forever.
Reports had repeatedly warned of this, that China is developing a new class of submarines. And this could be it. More range.
And just like Putin, they didn't take him serious when he was giving them threats until he did it. Now look what he's doing to Ukraine. They not taking this shit serious. The whole time China been doing this since the end of last year, 2021, up to now. They just sat there and made a whole ass practice naval base under the radar without nobody knowing. Then they just sat there and blew it up, but they want everybody to know. Bro, they telling you like, hey, y'all ain't gotta take us serious, but we letting you know what we on. It's only a matter of time. Y'all gonna wake up one day and we're gonna be fucking they shit up. Like, bro, I'm telling you, look at what they telling you.
Reliable and more protection for Chinese warships. Clearly, the dragon is eyeing the high seas. How is the Alliance of Democracies planning to respond? Well, right now, an important meeting is happening in Washington, D.C., the US-ASEAN Summit. The ASEAN is a group of 10 nations in Southeast Asia. They're a big trading bloc. They're economic powerhouses, and most importantly, they have differences with China.
Wow.
So Joe Biden is looking to exploit those differences. The summit kicked off with a dinner at the White House. 8 ASEAN heads of state were in attendance. Myanmar was excluded because of the military coup, and the Philippines because the new president is yet to take charge. The big headline on Thursday was this: Biden announced a $150 million package for ASEAN. It's a good start. But as always, America is late. In November 2021, China too announced a package for ASEAN. Guess how much? $1.5 billion. And that's the biggest challenge for the US because ASEAN states are no fans of China. Most of them have territorial disputes with Beijing. At the same time, they have no choice but to engage. China is ASEAN's biggest trading partner. Their total trade is worth...
In other words, money talk. Yeah, the majority of they shit, like she just said, majority of their territories and shit, they be at odds with China because China want their hands on that. But at the end of the day, like she said, it's a big trade and it's a big win on their part and they can't afford to lose it. As in other words, nigga, money talk. America put up 150 million. They put up 150 billion. Listen to the numbers, man. Go Google it, bro. Go Google it. I think what was it? China made 3.4 or $4 billion just in 2021 alone off COVID, off the vaccines and shit. America made like I think what was it like 320 million? That shit was all about money or something like that, bro. It was all that shit make you think if it was all about money.
Have territorial disputes with Beijing. At the same time, they have no choice but to engage. China is ASEAN's biggest trading partner. Their total trade is worth around $274 billion. Europe is second, America is third. And Beijing knows about this dependence.
Take a look at In other words, they worried about if they say no, China gonna basically take the rug from under them. And if they say yes to them, they worried about how they gonna fall out with America and all the other countries. But you fucked either way, bro. So if I was you, I'd be down for doing what I want to do instead of doing what a motherfucker told me to do.
This Global Times article. Here's what it says. The industry and supply chains between China and ASEAN are closely connected thanks to institutional arrangements like the China-ASEAN Free Trade Area. The US lacks a global...
I just realized, though, I had missed. That's what I was trying to do. I had to get this lightened up. Where we at? 339. We're going to go up. Watch.
Europe is second. America is third.
Listen to the
$1.5 billion. And that's the biggest...
Oh, China did $1.5 billion. America did 150 million. That's still way more money than what the fuck they offer. 150 million versus 1.5 billion. Damn near $2 billion versus 150 million. Which one you taking? Which payday you taking? What I say, we was at 340?
US lacks a global program equivalent to the Open and Inclusive Belt and Road Initiative. Ignore the joke about the inclusive BRI. Other than that, China does have a point. ASEAN's economy is too dependent on China's. Plus, there is little military deterrence.
And they know that. They know that.
Western warships make occasional voyages through the South China Sea. But that's not stopping China. Their warships continue to challenge ASEAN states. So Joe Biden needs a two-part plan. One must focus on alternatives to Belt and Road, to Chinese supply chains, to Chinese loans, basically wean Southeast Asia off Chinese dependence. The other focus must be on defense.
Yeah.
ASEAN states...
Because you got to be able to aid them if they turn around and stay on your side and take your little 150 million. You got to be able to aid and replace what China used to give while being able to defend them. Because you're crazy if you think China ain't going to come touch them now for turning them down. You fucked either way. You want beef with China or America, basically.
Should be capable of defending against the PLA. That's where partners like India come in. The Philippines, for example, they bought the BrahMos missile from India. Reports say Vietnam is also interested. So America must take on a different role in the Indo-Pacific, not like the one they played in Europe. Unquestioned leadership will not work here. The US must work as an equal partner. WION is now available in Europe.
All that overpowered shit they gonna try is not. She basically just said that all that overpowered manhandling shit, like he tried with Putin, like how he making demands saying we gonna do this, and if you don't want me to invade, then you're not gonna let them join this. And on the other hand, they saying, in other words, we letting them join, and that's what made him go on and invade, bro. She's saying that. You can't play that pride, ego, bigger nuts game with them. You gonna fuck around and play that game with China, and they gonna be like, you right. All that shit is off the table now. And then they gonna crack it off on their own. You can't play that with them. You gotta really play the cards that you got. You gotta play this a little different. Come and try and play hard body with China with that shit like they did with Russia, bro. It's not gonna go the same, and it's not gonna go right. But y'all stay safe. Y'all stay out the way, man. Stay on your grind, stay hustling. As y'all can see, man, this stuff getting worse. I don't know what the hell shit. Well, you know what it is, man. It's just them times, man. Shit bad right now. But y'all stay out the way, man, and smoke something. Make sure you turn on the notification bell, like, share, subscribe. That way when I post go live, you don't miss nothing. See y'all next time.